So I was inclined today I haven't recorded for quite a while except for the little snippets during the post-production editing stuff. And I was going to either do the 30 days in the hole or what happened here in Ann Arbor recently with the fallout at the dental fraternity, the DSD house. Because that was kind of a pivotal story for many reasons. And at the staff meeting this morning, it was kind of interrupted by this silly wedding going on across the pond. And so I'm more inclined to talk about briefly, 9 videos, just about the 2 marriages that I have absolutely 0 pictures of, 0 video, 0 evidence of anything. But I found online a copy of someone else's wedding at Pentwater at the Pavilion. So I can probably recreate a little bit there. But before I just need to get warmed up because I really get nervous before I do these things because I want things to be said right. I don't articulate well at all. I have no, as you could probably guess, no outline or platform to work off of. Oh, I just hate doing this, but then I get into it and a lot gets dispelled. So I thought just trying to warm up, I had some more pictures to go through and kind of just get going. But this is one of the few, I've gotten probably 3 pictures in my life that had meaning to it. And the reason this one had meaning was I got this in Chicago at the time the whole thing was going on between Miles and I and the wedge getting driven between the families, the Richards family, when Tom was investigating me and found everything I said was true, or at least had witnesses and backup. And he confronted Miles and tried to get him to take a lie detector test, and Miles refused. Why should I take a polygraph? I'm not the one who's crazy. Oh, use that little, nugget out of the playbook of a sociopath. But anyway, I was downtown, and it was over Thanksgiving, and I know I had beverage before I went because I just do. But I had to get out of the house, and for whatever reason, I went downtown, and I had no intention of buying anything. But I saw this, and immediately I just liked the colors and everything. But as it turned out, that it was kind of me playing poker against Alan, Patty, Miles, and Jane. And then this kind of reminded me of Carolyn. Look, she's passed at this point, but just kind of looking over my shoulder, and I don't know. But then I just love the colors and everything about this. So I got this for $3.25, carried it home and everything, but I don't know. It just means so much. Then the other artwork I had was a real neat jazz thing. I got in New Orleans, and I gave that away, and probably one other piece I just don't remember. But yeah, so there's that. And then, we've already done that. Yeah, there's the holy socks, but that's where I left off. Yeah, little technical hiccup. Anyway, it's all good. And so yeah, just took a picture of that. And this is when the bag of flour blew up, and I was making a souffle. Don't know why, but yeah, it was looked like the Pillsbury Doughboy. He had a gas attack and blew up. But now we're getting into the little event that's forthcoming. So I'm just throwing out little snippets that we have. Oh, what's going on here? And yeah. Not going to make big commentary, but something's going on. And by the way, I don't know if I've got a recent picture, but this is grown. They've had children. The old It's a Wonderful Life, Mama, Papa, and Daddy, Papa, dollar, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, we got that going, and then got a little scripture that's, and again, this is one of those things when I was getting into scripture, for whatever reason, I put all these on 2x4-inch sticker labels template. Not on, I didn't make labels up, but I put it on the template for me to just the breakdown of God the Father, God, the Son, God the Holy Spirit, Revelation, just all these different things, and kind of a study guide or something. But I haven't really gone back. But I made up, there are hundreds of pages of scripture, and now it's kind of coming into what they could be used for. So yeah, we've got the new $3 bill that came out, and yep, it's starting to roll. Hot off the presses. And it's got, we're just Mama, Papa, and Baby Papa, whatever. Yep. And that's, so this was, I was talking about when there's two parts to this picture. Part one was when I was doing drywall work next door, and the blade broke, and I gouged, and squirt, like a CSI crime scene. And so that whole story, I had to have surgery and overnight, and Mickey couldn't visit me in the hospital because that's where she had been fired fairly recently and couldn't face people, which I understand. Don't get me wrong, I couldn't have gotten over that hump either, so absolutely no fault to her. But yeah, it was a big to-do. But that's only part one of two to the story. Oh, just an overall, and I don't know why, but so I'm starting to find more files. So I found these are the At Times Life's the Pits. I had little micro versions that had printed up. No idea what to do, but came up with more ideas what to do with these things. Everything's coming to fruition. It's astounding what's going on. It really is, because I had all this stuff with no purpose, and now there's getting to be purpose. Says the mad scientist as he boils more water in colored Erlenmeyer flasks. But yeah, so he had to print out all these files and just give you an idea of if you're measuring from the roof down, anyway. Then found out how to override the toners out in the printer. So this is probably one box of 5. And I've sent the other ones back to the manufacturer and never got a rebate. But I still have a box. There's probably about 40 in here. Cartridges that I'm going to soak up. Because now I can override you don't get much more out of them, as I'm finding out. But hey, if I can get 200 prints and milk it for what it's worth on things that the quality is not important, quality not totally important to things like this and that, you don't really have to have the sharpness tools on. But so I know how to override. That's working out. And I'm kicking myself because of I went through another cleansing right before I got involved in deciding to make these videos. And I kick myself for throwing this stuff out. I've thrown out hundreds and hundreds of CDs that could have been used for this upcoming project. Oh my gosh. And then copies of stuff that got printed up. And so now the debate is, well, do I reprint them? It kind of loses its value, but it's gained its value by God having me print them up and just never, even though I didn't know how they were going to be used, I printed them up for some reason. I just didn't know what it was. And everything I've destroyed and thrown out, I regret. And that's the bigger story. So if it costs me a few bucks to reprint, God gets the glory, because he told me, he didn't tell me to throw those things out. That's Brian fed up with life and things don't work out the way I want them to. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, we printed out these are the Bible note cards that got printed out. That's how many? A lot. Let's just say a lot. And oh wow. So we skipped a lot. Oh yeah, so there's Mama, Papa, Pop. Hold on a second. Wow, these got out of order for some reason. I just snap them through the... But I thought I just took these. Because what I found out was that if these start to get dehydrated in the fridge, just soak them in water. And it all pops back. I thought I just took that. Oh well. Oh yeah. Seriously. GMO grapes, baby. No seeds. God, that's gross. But anyway, don't need to do that. So yeah, we're starting to get a little accumulation of things. Yep, something's cooking. Something's cooking. Then now we got to get anal about the little exchanges or the increase in funds. So we got little things made up, and at times that got chopped up into nice little packets. And there's Command Central. It's like there's just like permanent wedge just soaked right in there. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so when things are uploading, I got this is my inbox to chop all these up, and yeah, production center is going. That's oh god, this was trying to reverse print and the front side, back side. That God gave me this brain where I used to be when I took the IQ test in 8th grade. I know why I did well on that, because I had isometric views in my head I could do really easily. And I think that's why my IQ got rated so high. But something's happened along the way, because I was trying to print front side, back side, and once I figured it out, I threw it on, and then it copied with this, it folded over. So, be smarter than the inanimate object. And then, so this is homemade granola. And I just stopped at the store. I used to get this, but at $3.79 a pound. Thought, I can make my own, but look at this. This is like granola tartare. It's just, that's the way it's got to get toasty. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but, this is really good, though. Yeah, this soaks up moisture and humidity like a sponge. Anyway, moving on. Oh, this is my little be smarter than the inanimate object, where, okay, I probably redesigned this little thing to hold all the things 50 times. Tape on the inside, tape on the outside. But I think I finally got it locked down that, so yeah, my crooked legs, holes, toes sticking out. I've got 9 toes on this side, so it's not the socks. Dickies makes good stuff. I just have 9 toes. But, yeah, so this thing kept falling down. I thought, I got to be smarter than it, but I think I've got it. The challenge is out there to improve. Yeah. But it's like, how much, it's like, duct tape that and it should be enough. I put a push pin in here. That thing fell out in about a day. It was like, So, anyway. I found my old University of Michigan ID. Actually, this is a photo I found of the old ID. And this is banging around somewhere. I just don't know where. But yeah, look at that nice little... This doesn't do it justice. Yeah. But yeah, you can see I had the horn rim, the, what do they call it, the tourist shell frames, and I went Poindexter on this one. But I got my head cocked a little, like, what am I doing here? But, yep, that's the old U of M. Not much better than the Purdue one, but is what it is. No, wait a minute. Yeah, there's a little Sunday treat. Get a day of Neil Diamond rocking, and then you make half a pan of spinach souffle. Oh, is that good? You're just throwing in a bunch of eggs and spinach and cheese and olives. Don't even chop up the olives. Just cook those babies whole. Squish it all to the side. And then when this bakes up, you get a little layer of egg over here. Oh, is that good? Throw a little cheese on there. Burn it a little. Oh, is that good eating? Anyway, I think that's it for all the... Oh, yep, we're starting to get little children of these. Yep, we got 120 or so. And growing. Anyway, I'll be back to figure out what to do. Either we talk about weddings or 30 days in the hole, but hold on. Yeah, I think we're going to stick to the wedding stuff today and save 30 days in the hole for tomorrow. That was the original plan, but I just haven't, because overall, I've got till the end of May to just give background, and June is going to be a different theme to things. But I'm just trying to squeeze out all the background information to get the true part of the testimony is how God played a part along. I mean, I've been throwing out little bits, but not the hardcore of what God was doing or what I'm discovering God did. But that's for the future. So I got to squeeze out in May all the facts of what happened, to the best of my either recollection or what I can demonstrate through photos or anything else. But I was just looking at these. Look at the regalia. See, I don't know if I didn't see Camille. Not that I got up at 4:30. I was kind of hoping. I went to bed early, like midnight. I mean, the Tigers are playing the Mariners, and I usually try and at least watch that because I like West Coast baseball, the traveling late at night. But I couldn't even stay awake for that. I don't know. Had a long... Oh, so I took in the 2 computers yesterday to see what can get pulled off of them. One, I know there's not much. The other one's a mystery. It's a laptop that I don't even know. But, boy, there could be a gold mine or it could be nothing. But then I found a $50 coupon for the repair place. They moved, but that's why I'm kind of tired, because I walked back and it turned out it was 5.75 miles from there. But I haven't taken a walk like that for so long. It felt good, but it just beat. Anyway, but so I was, I thought, well, if I get up at 4:30, it'd be kind of cool. Not that I'm into this. I think it's gross. But there's something about it that's unique. I don't know. But I don't know. Are they on the outs or what's going on? Because I don't think old Camille was there. I thought she had a blonde dome going, but I don't know. Whatever. Not that I care. But anyway, Pippa. Is that a dude or not? I don't know. But anyway, it's just the regalia and stuff for weddings is just so bizarre. But I guess the Meghan Markle, her train is 60 feet long. That's 6 stories. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so I can go to, that's the photo place. We had just some guy that looked like pulled him off the street to take the photos of our Mick and my wedding in Pentwater, but this was on the internet for this couple that got married in Pentwater, so I can kind of parallel what was going on, then live vicariously through them. But for the wedding, let's do a little backup on that. Hold on, I need a better backdrop. So this is a good backdrop for the wedding. This is Mick's wedding. Boy, I just don't remember a whole lot. I mean, yeah, I drank a bottle of champagne before getting married to Jane, but it was a whirlwind and not much of a backstory except for a lot of people that showed up that I didn't expect, which was kind of cool from CTL, and I'd only been there for like a year and a half and had quit and all not under bad terms or anything, but it was a lot going on at that time. And so we'll just focus on the round 2 because there's a lot of prophetic things going on. So we got married on the 15th. Is that right? How do guys not remember their wedding date? Well, it's really easy. Well, hold on. Okay, this is bizarre. I thought it was the 15th, but I thought we got married in 2006. So if it's the 15th, then October 2005, but hold on. If it's 2006, then it's the 14th. Oh, is that bizarre? I don't know. 15th sounded right, but 2005 doesn't sound right. Anyway, we'll call it. But anyway, the second week of October, the weather, the 10 years I lived there, the third week of October, the weather just drops 20 degrees, and it's amazing the week before and the week after, and it's always that second week. So we both lived there for about the same amount of time. It wasn't planned that way because she'd gotten fired from her job in Chicago, had nowhere to go and no money, and oh God, anyway. We're going to go with 2006 and the 14th for some reason. But anyway, so the weather was nice all week, but the forecasts were things to change. And that morning, it was sunny, but the winds were picking up, and it was only in the 60s, but the weather held out nice. And I say that is because we had, well, there's where the house is. And there's the pavilion that we got married at. And we can go to street. I'll just do this real quick. Oh, we can get better than that. Hold on. Oh, someone ran into that. No. Actually, that is a true story. We came, living in Chicago and all the crime and everything. And we come back from racing. One time we came back and I'll just go down here. Old Hancock Street. Where was it? Yeah, it was here. This place wasn't like this. But we came back, and at 2 in the morning, all this is torn out. A car went careening into this store, and it's all blocked off, and the car, I don't remember if the car was still there, but all the, crime scene tape and everything. It's like, what was going on there? I guess someone just tore after another person, and so, yeah, we had the little redneck crime around. It was pretty funny. Forgot about this. This is another gas station right down the road, and this happened in 2012, October 2012. Just watch. I watched this about a week after it happened and didn't even know about it. That's when I was starting to get isolated in town. But wait for it. Oh, come on. There we go. Whoop. There we go. There we go. This is Pentwater. I thought this was a drive-through liquor store. This is it. This happened. This is twice within like 5 years, 6 years. This guy. Oh, here we go. While we're here, I need some smokes. Oh, I'm going to be specific which one I don't like getting. There we go. Menthol lights. That's, oh, and then, yeah, okay. Then a candy bar, and then, oh, there we go. Yeah, make sure you get the right one. Oh. Oh my gosh. That was on national news, because that's the first time I saw it was on national news. Oh God. Maybe Darwin was right. Maybe we are evolved from monkeys. I'm going to change everything. There's overwhelming evidence otherwise. Wait a minute, we forgot ice cream. Come on. Because did you get a receipt? Come on, was the cash register open? What'd you do? Oh, you got the wrong cigarettes. Go back. Told you. Oh, I knew I forgot the Milky Way bars are over here. There we go. Okay, now we can go. It's just astounding. There we go. I think better would be if someone dropped out of the ceiling. It's like, oh, you ruined my plot. Oh, please be almost over. I gotta find the thing when it made national news. That's it. Alright, hold on. I just saw this fishing in Pentwater. 503. Oh, now it's 502. It was 503.
That's why they're able to do this.
Yeah, there you go. That's a keeper. That there's good eating on Friday Fish Fry. You got fried perch.
And one small.
Oh,
anyway,
God.
Probably about 10 degrees.
Oh, my gosh. Gotta love America. Alright. Here's the dockside we were just at. That right there. This is 2015. That whole thing burned down. So, lots of fires in Pentwater, by the way. Yep, that's gone. That just got redone in probably 2008, 2007. Yep. Lots of fires in Pentwater. But, oh, yeah, I mean, just Pentwater. I haven't done this, but, oh, this was a little outdoor cafe. Oh, might as well do this. We'll do this way. So, for the reception, we had, okay, all week, Rich came into town for the whole week. Rich and Julia. And, oh, Julia was great. She looked at our dogs and said, what do you I want you to show me what you feed these dogs right now. And she laid into me about the way we fed the dogs, 'cause Typo was the cute little fat dog. And yeah, probably 15 pounds. In fact, in between two, probably her fighting weight would have been around 35, 40 pounds. But she got kind of heavy, and I think she gained 10 pounds in between 6 months. But anyway, and then I tried to blame it. Well, she eats her poo. How can I help that? And Julie's like, there's no nutrition in dog poo or whatever. She goes, there's nothing fattening. And I showed her what I fed the dogs, and she was just appalled by what, the volume and everything else. And so, but, it was funny. But we had known each other. I'd met her for the first time on one other trip at that point. But she just ripped into me about feeding the dogs. That's the way she is. She loves animals, and she wants to make sure they're taken care of by dumb humans. Anyway, so they came in that week. And I'm sure we had a couple of nights we come down here and just sat out, and it was great. That's the Gull Landing, little outdoor thing. And, back from the Mac, we'd come down here, and then all the cars are rolling in, and people showing up from Chicago that drove up for the party. That'd be a hanging out center, and, oh, God, you see people come down the street and yell at them. They'd park and come in. Oh, it was neat. Then this was down here was the Village Pub. They had a little outdoor, Jeff, I know what it is. Oh my gosh. But, hold on. I tell you, the easier the name that it should be, the harder it is for me to remember. George Perlis, Jeff Hodges, who owns Village Pub, who's now the village president, he married George Perlis's daughter. And I don't think he even remembers, but when I first met Jeff and knew that he was kind of a player in town, not that that's why I liked him and stuff, but I told him, I said, I married Purdue's coach's daughter at the same time, or Perlis was there 83 through 90s, and so Bob DeMoss, I married DeMoss's daughter, and he had Perlis's daughter, and he was divorced, and so we had that thing. But this is where everyone met for the reception? Not the reception, the rehearsal dinner. And it was so neat because Hans and Ethel came into town, and I was walking by. I was late doing something, and came by and saw everyone in here already, and it was so neat. But all these people came up. The only people that from the first wedding, Rich was my best man, and he was my best man at the first one. Or no, Tom Bloodgood was my best man at the first one, I think. And I always felt bad because it should have been Rich. But I did the, college friend or whatever. But Rich, he did backup on the first one, but he was he was front and center for round 2. And so yeah, everyone met here, and yeah, flipped the bill, and just it was too much fun seeing all these people. But yeah, no one from round 1, no college friends. They were pretty much out of the picture. No one from CTL except for Hans and Ethel. And I haven't talked about them much at all, but they'll be there. So this was the setup where there's the pavilion. And yeah. Hold on. Oh, we can go to the other one, but yeah, so we had this. So yeah, we rolled the dice with the weather holding out. We didn't have a tent or anything. Because I paid for the booze, I paid for the did I pay for the reception? No. We didn't pay for the reception, but we paid for the booze. Because we bought the booze. And then, I'm not going to have a reception that goes dry, so we got all the leftovers. I think subconsciously or even consciously I knew that, so if I overbought, oh well. Because, the hard liquor, I didn't drink hard liquor, except for rum when the occasion arose, which is not every Tuesday, haha. But, at regatta parties, there'd always be the rum and cokes and stuff. But anyway, so the wine, definitely kept the wine and beer and stuff. In fact, we had a cooler of beer that sat on the front porch. There's film on it. Anyway, not here. Let's go to the other thing now. Hold on. Yeah, so kind of keep it in perspective. Had to line up the street, make sure that's straight. But yeah, that was here's the house, and this was the reception, or the rehearsal dinner. And then that night, I didn't know if Rich and Julia didn't stay at the house. I was by myself that whole night, which I was surprised that I was trusted to be alone. But I was good. I didn't do anything. I surprised myself a little bit. This was serious for me. I screwed up once, and my heart was in this one. I can say that for truth. But only one of us did. Anyway, so yeah, there was no bachelor party or anything. Even though it was Mick's first wedding, so she only had 4 friends from high school, and our common sailing friends were really the bulk of the attendees. And then the people in town, we ended up, Dave and Sue, who we got to know pretty well. They were friends that were from Pentwater. The Lounsberries, which was our neighbors here, they, in fact, there's my 4-car garage that was just an eyesore that had all the crap in it. These were the Lounsberries next door. That's where I cut my wrist thing. They're upstairs. But yeah, this was all. There's an old wagon back here that I wanted to restore, and redid the deck. I painted the house so we didn't have a yellow house in the pictures. Just can't do the light yellow house for some reason. Too emasculating. So I'll just marry someone that does that for me. No. But this is Janet Weber's house, and so Hope and Dallas Birdsley, they're the place I stayed when I first came to town. Because Dave and Sue, they have this house, and I don't think anything can't go on the streets now, so it won't show anything. But Dave was a contractor in town, and he and I was doing renovation work over here at a house, and ran into him, and he hired me to do demo work, and he doesn't trust anyone, which is good. And it took a while for him to warm up to the way I do. I was so meticulous in the way I did demo. I bundled all the stacks of plaster and lath, separated them all, and he thought that was over the top, but he paid me bulk. It's like $3,000 for the whole demo, and then I had to pay $900 of insurance out of that $3,000 to cover myself on his job. So that was squirrely. But anyway, so yeah, we worked on that. We worked on several homes. But yeah, it was Dave and Sue, so they came to the wedding. Then there's another couple, Andrea and Barry. They had this. This was the old mansion in town, kind of legendary. We're all the same age, plus minus 3 years of each other. And so, yeah, we all got to be fairly good social friends. I mean, Dave and Sue were by far the social entity with us. And I think I swung around the wrong house. But wherever they were. But yeah, Dal and I think that's, yeah, Dal and Hope. Oops, my office tree. Well, whatever. There's Dallas. They have the most immaculate house ever. Yeah, but they're the Christians, and then, how new is this? Yeah, this is an old picture, because the new church doesn't even show the new church. Oh, no, it does. There's the church. There's the new church, and there's the old Second Baptist or First Baptist Church of Pentwater. And, so yeah. Back to, as we helicopter around, yeah, back to this place. So yeah, it was interesting. Oh, Dave Galen, he was an usher. Oh, Dave Galen. Oh my gosh, incredible guy. And we'll talk about more on it. But anyway, but the Lounsbury, they came, and her parents, they're big time players. Oh, yeah, they own a gallery in town, and I made cabinets with the guy. And I can't remember the name of the place. But he had a franchise cabinet maker. We refaced cabinets. That's where I learned to make cabinets for the kitchen. And did the laminate on the countertops and stuff. So yeah, we invited them. But we fell out once my head exploded because, well, for many, many reasons. But anyway, yeah, I bet you if this was detailed, oh, I don't want to do that. You could see where the shingles, when I re-shingled, they all kind of taper off north or south, whichever way. But, all right, let's go back and live vicariously through others. So, yeah, I found there's Mick. Not quite. I'm just kidding, because these guys are in pound. Yeah, that's me. That's me. But, yeah, there's not, I don't want to. Mick she had 4 friends from high school, I was pretty happy. But yeah, when I saw this, I go, I wonder if this is ours. But no, we had some dude that took our pictures. But same setup, kind of with all the chairs. I don't like this every time I do that, but I'll try not to get all this on it. But yeah, this is exactly the setup. You know, we didn't have any stupid things like that. I'm kidding. We didn't have that. We had a minister. Or no, we had a justice of the peace. Because Mick, her mother was Catholic. I mean, bizarro Catholic. Because, you've already seen her seance-y brother and the fortune teller, whatever. And, yeah, so, when I first saw this, I go, that kind of looked like Mick, because Pentwater has this little ferry up to Ludington, and that's what this is. And we may have even done that. Honest to God, I cannot remember. But that would have been something I would have done. Because I know I had things covered from cost standpoint. Not that I had a lot, but, that's like Steve. No, kidding. We just did the edit last night with Steve at the Strictly sale. It was funny. But yeah, we had all the stuff, so hold on. So yeah, that looked like Mick, pretty much. So that did not look like me. Oh, the steely blue eyes. Yeah, not me. That actually looked like some people, but yeah, that looked like Mick to some extent. And so yeah, we had the thing, and we did it. I do, and then all the people were like clap, 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 and Hope and Dow were out there, and Ethel and Hans, and Ethel and I had to invite both. It was either one. It couldn't have been one or the other. It had to be both, because I'm sure they were clinging to each other like, oh, what is our little Brian doing now? But I was trying to show them that I back on my feet, because they knew how hard I fell, and to some extent. And so I met Hans and Betty, his wife, at the restaurant at Gull Landing on Monday morning or Sunday morning? No, Monday morning, before they left town. Because, yeah, they came to the reception on Saturday night. Oh, it might have been Sunday. No, they left Sunday. Sorry. I met them, and I was still liquored up from the night before when I met them for breakfast. But, oh, I'm sure they knew. But whatever. He's probably like, oh, I know he's liquored up from the wedding because I was there. But I've seen that same look a few times while at work on Monday morning now. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Look at this goofball. What? Yeah. Yeah, you're worried about getting sunburned with... Yeah, there you go. Ute. Anyway, so yeah, that is pretty much, yep, I do, and I will. And she said, I won't, but for a little while I will. And and she goes, well, not for long, but yep. And then it's like, oh, la-di-da-di-da. And it's like, yep, yep. Boy, that does look like her. It's just a little strange. And, yep. No, we didn't get cones. That's just, where would we get cones? This was the, Gustafson's. That's a whole nother little thing. But what's with these pants nowadays? God, it looks like you've just got... giving yourself wedgies. That looks like remnants from a elite toga party. Oh my God. What are the brown shoes and gray? Listen to me, the fashion icon I am. But we did a little photo shoot down by the beach. Yep. God, that's creepy. And that's doing her a little bit more justice. But no, she was cute. I mean, she was very attractive, cute. Yeah, we never looked that stupid. But yeah, we didn't go out to the pier. This is the pier. Yeah, we didn't get this gay with our little... Nah, we didn't go all this stuff. There's no way we would have. I used to... Oh, when the house was still pending, and I used to go out here as far as I could and scream and yell and curse and oh my God, and it's like God's testing me. It's like, God, I want this house. No matter what, I want this house. And it's like, and this was where I'm going to get to what I thought I had to do to let God know how serious I was. I thought that's the way the system worked, where, I'm working under the synopsis where I have to prove to God that I really want this. Otherwise, I'm not going to get my wish, be careful what you wish for type stuff. Oh, no, that's the wrong analogy. Well, that applies. Be careful what you wish for, because I got it and it blew up. But anyway, oh my God, I used to go out there and just say, oh, come on. And, we're out of time. But yeah, these have history of me going out there, doink, 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 go out as far as you can, just, Anyway. Yeah, me. Yeah. You're on your own. If you can crawl across a boat after a Mount Gay rum party, you can climb across some rocks. Okay, we're done. Anyway, we'll see you.